Hi guys. Alright, so in one of my other episodes or videos, whatever, I was talking about some extra pepper plants that I had that I was going to replace with the ones that are in this garden bed here. And if you see, it is quite cluttered with just a whole bunch of different stuff, probably some good stuff. So I figured I'd have you come along with me while I clean all this out and plant the new pepper plants, because these guys, they're ready. They're ready to be planted. So real quick, I'm going to show you. I've got my gloves. I'm really bad about putting gloves on, but you never know when you're working out in a garden what you might be allergic to, or what might bite you in here, or you might get itchy from. So it's a good idea. It's just generally a good idea to put gloves on. That being said, I am bad about it, but I got them today. Also got a little shovel. I've got this tray right here that has water in it. I'm not going to just whip out all these plants and toss them. I do have a compost tea or fertilized grass clippings, and water already going. So like I've said, I'm not 100% sure what everything is, because a lot of the stuff, this is my first year growing a garden by myself. I've had help in the past. I've had great teachers teach me, but this is my first time doing it myself, and a lot of these things I've never grown before. So I don't exactly know what is what, especially because I planted a lot of things and I don't remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys out and stick them in this tray of water. And then after I've switched over my pepper plants, I'm going to go pot them separately. So for now, let's get through this together. Okay. Gloves on, because I almost started without them just now. So for this part, I'm just gonna, I watered in here this morning before it got too hot, and I just put some more water on it now, so it'll help loosen up the roots. I don't really feel the need to dig them up. Planted forks. I'm not getting any more cutlery yet though. Gotta be careful what I'm grabbing. But I don't feel like I need a shovel at the moment. They're pretty. With the soil being wet, it helps loosen up the roots. Usually that one was a little tough. And if you've seen the cucumber video, you know that just because they start to look like they're dead doesn't mean that they might not snap back in a different way. You might be surprised. See if we can't get this big guy out. This guy might need, these guys might need to be dug out right here. Can't remember what this is. This guy right here. He's like crystally bluish, pinkish. Like 96% positive it's an herb. I don't know. You tell me. What is that? Let's see. So there are actually pepper plants planted in here. You just do not see them right now because Michigan had such cold weather a few weeks back that it stunted the pepper plants out here. Not to say that they won't grow now that it's warmer out. It's just that I have these ones that are much farther along. These guys are almost ready to start producing peppers, whereas the ones in here are not. And if I keep these big guys, this is just grass. If I keep these big guys in this small planter, like I have them right now, they're not going to survive. And I don't want to waste anything. So that might be a pepper plant. And this is definitely an herb here. I think I'm going to bring my shovel in now. Kind of loosen up the dirt around him. Man, he is in here good. There we go. Shake that dirt right back into there. Get those roots in the water. We got some grass growing in here. Get that stuff out. And yeah, I'm aware that, you know, there's probably some roots in here, quite a few. I didn't get them all the way out. I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna keep tending to them and make sure that they have their space to grow, and it'll be fine. It doesn't have to be the most beautiful thing 24/7. What it needs to be is something that produces food for you. It is so hot here today in Michigan, and it's only going to get hotter this week. But I will say we have a beautiful, cool breeze today, so that's helping, but I am still sweating right now. That's okay. I really am glad that I did the raised garden bed instead of just in the ground over here, because me personally, I have some back problems, and with it being up high like this, I can just sit down and I don't have to hunch over, hurt my neck or my back. You know, it's pretty easy for me to keep my posture straight when I'm doing this. So if you're ever wondering about raised garden beds, I'd say give it a go. Why not? Give it a try. I've actually got stuff in the ground and in beds. Oh, and I just got dirt all over my face. Oh well. We are almost done weeding here. So loosen up this dirt some. I wonder if that's corn. That would be crazy if I planted corn right there. I might have. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh boy. Alright. Trying to get these guys up as easily as I can without doing too much damage to the root system, anything like that. But this is wild. That is, look at all that root system in there. So, just gonna kind of carefully break off as much of this excess as we can. And shake it out. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And I'm gonna set him right there. Okay. And some of these herbs I will probably, there's a good chance I'll put some of them back in here. But for right now, they just need to come out. To pretty much redo this whole bed, but I'm trying, while I'm redoing it, I'm trying to save as much of it as possible. And I had a feeling that this was going to happen to me. So that's okay. I kind of expected this. Especially when the weather changed. Yeah, almost done with the weeding. I don't know what this guy is right here, if he's a pepper plant or not. I'm just gonna leave him in here. But these guys over here still need to come. Throw the fork. Fork down. Okay. Give him a good shaky, shaky. Toss them in the water. This is what we just grabbed. Okay. So, step one is pretty much complete. Good enough for me, I think. I can work with this. Now, I gotta pull out my pepper plants. So, show you here. We got 1, 2, a third one back here, maybe. I don't know. So, I'm gonna pull these guys out, and I've got 4 pepper plants that are fairly large, but I think I'm only gonna plant 3 of them and do that guy pretty far back here in this corner and up front. So they're a little bit spaced. They're gonna be close, but I think I heard that pepper plants like, you know, being close together. So we'll just see how it goes. For now, let's take these guys out. Trying to give him quite a bit of space, so I really don't want to mess up these roots too much. Look at that. It actually came out pretty easily, but there isn't a whole lot of roots, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have to get him in some fresh dirt quickly. Little baby. Okay, and that's the third one there. So now I'm just gonna smooth this back out some. Without any of these extra weeds that I've stirred up, or herbs, whichever. Ooh, dirt in my mouth. Yeah. Okay. And all that root right there. Sorry, I didn't even get you guys talking in the center. How rude of me. Okay. Alright, let's start. I think I'm gonna put my biggest pepper plant. I'm trying to be really careful with her. God, you guys are really coming for me about the him/her thing. Like, I don't care. I know that it's only female plants that produce fruit and all that good stuff. I know. If I want to call my plant a him, I'm gonna call my plant a him. It's my plants. Who cares? Anyway, so I've also got in there some blood meal. that seems to be doing really good for my plants. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit down by the roots, a little in there, and then just put dirt back on top. And look at me without gloves on again. Getting that dirt all up in my nails. That's how your hands should look. Look at those nails. Oh yeah. One time I was gardening and I had fake nails on, and I put these gloves on, and when I was done gardening I pulled off the gloves and I had 2 nails left on my hand. I was like, okay, so gardening season means no cheap dollar store fake nails. Got it. Where'd my shovel go? There's my shovel. Try to be as gentle as we can. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go right here. A nice good hole. A little sprinkle. Drop in. Make sure it's nice and sturdy. And fill the hole back up. Oh. All right, one more to go. I'm really glad that I'm doing this now. I think that this is the perfect time for these pepper plants. I actually planted them when the cold weather hit. No, I planted these ones, I'm sorry. I planted these ones before the cold weather hit because I figured, you know, there's a good chance I might lose some. And I love peppers. I put peppers in everything. So I just decided to plant some extra. And boy, am I glad I did. Ooh, I meant to put them back a little farther, but it's all right, I think. No. Change my mind. I want them to be able to get established, so I'd rather do it in the right spot the first time. There we go. Much better now. Hopefully. So you can see what we're working with here. And if this setup isn't going to work out and you know it, please drop a comment below. I'm happy to hear it. You don't have to come for me, but knowledge is power and I would love to learn more. So feel free to drop some knowledge in those comments for me. Now, this is what we're looking at. It's much cleaner now. Obviously, it doesn't look quite like these guys do. But we're off to a very good start. Check this out. My beans are beaning. All right. Now it's time for me to go take these other pepper plants and these herbs, sort them out a bit, get them repotted, and go inside. Peace. All right, you guys. So as you can see, it's the next day. I did get a whole bunch of other stuff replanted into pots, and I got video of it. But if you want me to drop that, I'm gonna need you guys to like and comment on this post.